What's going on, vloggers, bloggers, and everyday toilet users? So, I started doing these videos again because my son kind of wanted me to get back into it and everything. So, whatever. I thought, yeah, whatever. So, I know my son does watch these, but, he knows a lot about my past when it comes down to it. So, and the fact that I even have him back and stuff like that was the whole entire reason why, I got clean in the first place and stuff, and the other child I have too. But you'll learn in these videos. Sorry, I'm kind of just rolling a cigarette in front of you guys right now. I actually vape, but right now my finances are completely fucked, and e-juice is super expensive, and cheap shitty tobacco is not. So, but either way, um, going back and looking at my YouTube videos and seeing all the crazy shit I did, there was a big hiatus. It's probably around the time I stopped dating Jamie. Was my last video that I ever came out with and stuff. So, yeah, a lot happened since then. I mean, I got this girl named Victoria. I was madly in love with her. I started doing heroin. I was still working at Sam's Club. I started going tax exempt on my check, and a spiral of shit went from there. Like drugs, alcohol abuse, going to rehab, getting let go of my job. A whole bunch of shit happened. I mean, honestly, it was all over the fucking place in my life in that time at the what everything was going on and everything like that. But you know, so shortly after the whole entire Victoria thing, well, actually, I should touch more on the Victoria thing because we dated off and on. I was more kind of obsessed with her, if anything. If I could say something, maybe madly in love. I don't know, to tell you the truth, but like, anything she wanted, I just did it. I just did it. I don't know. I, like I said, I was madly in love with her, and we ended up, what do you call it, dating for a couple of years. She kind of got me on the dope, and my family found out about it, and they wanted to help me, but I stuck by Victoria's side, and everybody would be like, oh, Victoria did this, and I'd be like, I defend her, and I'd be like, no, 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 she didn't do it. I chose to do the drugs, and it was selfish of me because at the time I had Wesley and everything, but there was one night I was sick as shit, and I had monies. I had bought food, and he was young. He was like maybe 5, maybe 6, and it sucks because I was so sick I couldn't get out of bed to cook him the food and shit like that, and it sucked. It sucked, and I would kind of get out of bed and sheepishly give him cereal or something like that. So, and Sage and Will had no idea about this at the time because I was using, and then I remember I didn't even think about what was going on or what was happening, but I remember I wasn't allowed to have him again, and then I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I was so confused because I was so out of it because I was so fucked up on heroin at the time, and what do you call it? Sage was like, when she picked Wesley up, he said that he hadn't eaten, and he was still wearing the same clothes, and man, and just to hear those words come out of my mom's mouth and everything like that, and it's I was just I was taken aback, but I had no reason to be taken aback, because I mean I did those things, I had fucked up, I had been the bad dad and stuff like that, and I don't know. It was crazy because I went around. It just made me more depressed, and I just kept doing more drugs and doing more drugs. And about around this time is when I got Sam's share, my taxes, and a check, all in one fucking check. Dude, this check was like $4,000. You don't give $4,000 to a heroin user. I'm telling you, man. I it was crazy because I ended up, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. I called my dealer up, and I was like, let's get 6 grams. Let's do this shit. And fucking, I got 6 grams of dope. That was literally 1,000 by itself right there. I mean, it's all the people that need to know. I mean, usually in Champaign-Urbana or Illinois, it's about $160 for a gram. And I was a gram a day user. So I was spending $160 fucking dollars a day. A day. So, but either way, I call my dealer up and I'm like, let me get the 6 grams. And by the way, I'm not glorifying this. I'm telling you what I've been through in my life experience. I mean, my clean time has solidified my time with Wesley and everything like that. So, I have no want to use again, ever again. But the thing is that when I tell my stories about my addiction, it's my life. I have no regrets. I've been there. I did those things. And I've gotten here, and I've been clean, and I've been here. And these are my life experiences. So I'm not glorifying it. I might sound excited when I tell these stories, but I don't want you to get the opposite idea because, But whatever. So like I was saying, I get 6 grams from a dealer. I fucking shoot up 3 or 4 times before I even fucking leave the house. I go to CVS. And then I'm gonna buy new needles, and everything. So I get there and I'm fucking out of it. I mean, literally just did 3, 4 shots before I fucking left. I mean, I haven't even slept in 6 days or some shit like that. And I mean, fucking, I go to CVS and I buy the needles, and then I have that good 5 grams or 6 grams or whatever it was at the time, a vial on me about yay big. And I go to CVS, I get the needles. I already paid for the needles at the pharmacy part, and then I'm walking around CVS just fucked up, and I'm trying out sunglasses. I'm like, dude, these are fucking cool. And I think I look cool, because I'm just so fucking high and shit. But then it's crazy because after that, I start walking out the door, not even realize I haven't even paid for these sunglasses yet. This security guy, this young guy, grabs me and he's like, "You didn't pay for those." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like I said, I had $4,000 on me. I'm like, "Dude, here, I will pay you the money." He's like, "No, we got you on camera stealing other shit." And and I did, I did when I'd get fucked up, and if I didn't have heroin, I would go steal booze or something like that. Whatever I could do to get myself drunk or high or something like that, I just go and do it, So it's crazy because, what do you call it? I get shoved into this office. The guy actually takes my picture and then he leaves. And that's my opportune moment right there. So I take this big ass vial of drugs and I shove that shit all the way the fuck up my butthole. I'm talking all the way the fuck up there, So, and I mean, because anything over a half gram is a Class X felony in Illinois these days. I don't know. But either way, so I what do you call it? I shoved it up my butt. 2 officers walk in probably 20 minutes later. Dude comes in 10 minutes later and he's just looking at me and I'm just sitting here I know my rights. I mean, yes, I am a drug addict, but I'm a smart drug addict. Either way, so yeah, like I was saying, I mean, officers walk in, they basically pat me down. I spread my legs, uncomfortable as fuck because I got this giant vial of heroin in my ass and everything like that. And he's just like, "Do you have any needles on you?" And I said, "Other than the ones that I just bought?" And he was like, "Yes." And I was like, okay, yes, I have because I had a pea coat that had an inner pocket, and I had a spoon, what I use to cook my heroin with, and my needle, and there. And I was like, "There's a needle and a spoon in that pocket," which technically would qualify as paraphernalia. But the officer was actually really cool about it and stuff. He was just like, "I don't want to go in that pocket because I don't want the opportunity to get stabbed." And I was like, "The cap's on it." Being a dumbass and being like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, take my shit, charge me for it or whatever." But he was like, "You know what? No, I don't want to put my hand in there. I don't want to do any of that shit. What I want to do is be real with you. You're a heroin addict, are you not?" And I said, "Yes." And he was just like, "How long have you been addicted?" And I'm like, "Maybe 6, 7 months. I don't know. Whatever." And he was just like, "So did you meant to steal the glasses? And I was like, no, I told you the story when you came in here, because I did tell him a story when he first came in. He had me explain my story and everything like that. And he's like, well, they say they have you stealing all this shit on camera, but they don't have, the evidence for it. So I was like, okay. And he's like, we're gonna do this the normal way, and so we're gonna find you for retail theft. It was $375. PA, I still have like $4,000, $3,000, whatever, after buying the 6 grams at least. Excuse me. And what do you call it? And we're gonna ban you from the premises. And I was like, all right, I understand. So they escorted me out, and the officer was actually really nice. He was like, get clean, dude, man. It's a decision. All you got to do is just do it. And I don't know. At the time, I wasn't ready to get clean, so I just looked at him like, okay, cool, dude. And then I took my fine. I walked down the street, went under the underpass on Campus Green and Neal. I fucking walked up that little spot right there before they rebuilt it, and fucking digged the vial of heroin out of my ass. And because I had bought the needles legally, I was still allowed to keep them. I did a shot right after that. I'm not gonna fucking lie, I did. I mean, it was a crazy ass experience. I had it chilled on the train tracks for about an hour and stuff like that. And I went home. Well, I didn't really go home. I went downtown because I lived downtown, kind of in the way. This is when I was like living over on 3rd and Green, or whatever the fuck it was. 3rd and University, I think. It was like literally right on the cusp of campus and like downtown. But either way, the Champaign Police Department was right there. I paid that fine off immediately. And it was funny. I walk in and the lady looks at me and she was like, this was 3 hours ago. And I was like, I know. And she was like, all right. And I was like, swipe. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, either way, it's crazy because, like I said earlier, I'm not glorifying these events that I've been through in my life. These are just events that have happened. And I honestly have no regrets when it comes down to it. I'm not going to have regrets because they're a part of my life. They were a life experience for me. I know it was shitty of me at the time. I know I was a bad person at the time. But I'm a better person now. And here's what it is when it comes down to it, is that, like, I can't sit there and just regret these things because, like I said over and over again, which I probably have said 3 or 4 times now, they are a part of my life, But either way, this is the first of many updates that I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start getting back into this because it's not only just, something that, I used to do because I liked it, but something that, like, you get it off your chest kind of shit. And now that I have so many stories out there of just me and my drug use and me being stupid and doing stupid things, and because I stopped uploading like 10 years ago, yeah, like I was saying earlier, the last episode, the last update of the toilet vlog that I ever did before these ones that me and Wesley and stuff and everything have just been, when I was dating Jamie. And it's crazy because Jamie actually died of an overdose, and this is before I was using and stuff like that. So, I mean, how crazy would my life would have been if we would have stayed together and I started using with her? But either way, like I said, I'm gonna stop this video because that's the end of it.